Good morning, students. Students, today we'll start the topic with natural vegetation and wildlife. Earlier we discussed about two main things. First is soil and second is water resource. Now this is our third natural resource, that is natural vegetation, and fourth one will be wildlife. Actually both these are very much associated with each other. That is why we are taking these natural resource all together. Some school children were visiting on an exhibition on handicraft. हाथ से बनी हुई चीज़ों के एग्जीबिशन देखने के लिए गए कुछ बच्चे. The articles in the exhibition were collected from different parts of the country. Mona picked up a bag and explained, "This is a beautiful handbag. Yes, it is made from jute." The teacher said, "Do you see those baskets?" टीचर ने कहा, क्या तुम वो बास्केट्स देख रहे हो? Lampshades and chairs. Those are made of canes and bamboos. In the eastern and northeastern humid regions of India, bamboo grows in plenty. कि ईस्टर्न और नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न एरियाज़ में बैम्बू के पेड़ बहुत उगते हैं. Jessie was excited to see a silk scarf. See this beautiful scarf. The teacher explained that silk is obtained from silkworm. टीचर ने एक्सप्लेन किया कि सिल्क मिलता है सिल्कवॉर्म से, and that are bred on mulberry trees. The children understood that plants provide us with many different products that we use in our day-to-day life. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, and that we call biosphere. Now underline these lines and write the question, what is biosphere? And then the answer from here, the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere is known as biosphere. In the bio means life, sphere means area. In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for survival. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem. Now one more question is there, what do you mean by ecosystem? Here the answer is from here, that an area where the plants and animals, wildlife, they are interrelated and interdependent on each other for their survival is known as ecosystem. Vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Plants provide us with timber, give shelter to animals, produce oxygen we breathe, protects soil, so essential for growing crops, act as shelter belts, help in storage and underground water, gives us fruits, nuts, latex, turpentine oil, gum, medicinal plants, and also the paper that is so essential for your studies. There are innumerable uses of plants and you can add some more. बहुत सारी चीज़ें, बहुत सारे प्लांट्स के काम हैं और उसमें आप और भी जोड़ सकते हो. Wildlife includes animals, birds, insects as well as the aquatic life forms. They provide us milk, meat, hides and wool. Insects like bees provide us honey, help in pollination of flowers and have an important role to play as decomposer in the ecosystem. The birds feed on insects and act as decomposer as well. Vulture, due to its ability to feed on dead livestock, is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. So animals, big or small, all are integral to maintaining balance in the ecosystem. Now you see, vulture in the Indian subcontinent were dying of kidney failure shortly after scavenging livestock treated with diclofenac, a painkiller that is similar to aspirin or ibuprofen. Efforts are on to ban the drug for livestock use and breed vulture in captivity. Now here these are some of the medicinal plants. Brahma Kamal, a medicinal herb, a blue kingfisher. It's a small bird. Now let us move further and let us see the distribution of natural vegetation. The growth of vegetation depends primarily on temperature and moisture. जहाँ पर जितनी वेजिटेशन होती है, हरियाली, पेड़ पौधे, वो डिपेंड करते हैं हमारे टेम्परेचर और हमारी नमी पर. The major vegetation types of world are grouped as forest, grassland, shrubs and tundra. In areas of heavy rainfall, huge trees may thrive. जहाँ पर ज़्यादा बारिश होती है वहाँ पर बड़े बड़े पेड़ उगते हैं. The forests are thus associated with areas having abundant water supply. As the amount of moisture decreases, the size of trees and their density reduces. Short, stunted trees and grasses grow in the regions of moderate rainfall, forming the grassland of the world. Thorny shrubs grow in dry areas of low rainfall. In such areas, plants have deep roots and leaves with thorny and waxy surface reduce loss of moisture through transpiration. Tundra vegetation of cold polar regions comprise of mosses and lichens. Today, there are many more people in the world than there were 2 centuries back. आजकल तो population बढ़ गई है. To feed the growing numbers, large areas of forest have been cleared to grow crops. Forest cover all the world is vanishing rapidly. अब तो forest बिल्कुल ख़त्म होते जा रहे हैं. And there is an urgent need to conserve this valuable forest. So this is all for the day. Tomorrow we will read or we will discuss about the conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Till then, bye and have a nice day.